once I started to get some all-stars on my team, I've been able to keep the 20 pounds off pretty fairly easily. It's not that complicated because to me, my job is to eat well and be exactly what I'm telling you that I want you guys to be. So, so what am I trying to say? So when I say it, I can say it with truth, and you can feel that it's true. What am I trying to say? I don't know. I don't know. It's just so it's not that complicated. If you really want it to happen, it's easy. It's not easy, but it's maintainable through relationships and consistent effort and being patient. This is the other thing. Life gets in the way. You know, things get complicated, and a lot of the times we're like, oh, life sucks, I'm going to eat a piece of cake. And you know what? Sometimes I do that. Like last night. Totally. Well, I had pasta last night. I have a double header tomorrow, so I'll make up for it in time. But, you know, sometimes it's hard. And that's like the patience. Like, it's a journey, and there's going to be downs and there's going to be highs. God knows I'm very happy a lot of the time. But with comes great happiness, comes great sadness as well. So you just have to try to like stay even and be patient with trusting that you're on the right track and that it'll happen. And the quicker you can recover from the setbacks, the quicker you'll be able to maintain a consistent effort towards your goal, rather than getting. What happens is, and I see with a couple of people that I've worked with, is that the people that don't reach their goals quickly or get caught up are the ones that get caught up in the drama of their setback and stay in it for 2 weeks. And they eat for 2 weeks and they gain the 10 pounds back. Then they're happy for a week. A little setback happens and they're caught up in the drama for longer than they're happy. Try not to get caught up in the drama of a problem, because it's stopping you from being the best you can be. It doesn't need to be such a long, dramatic situation. Try to find a way to make it happen by talking to someone that cares, by finding someone that'll listen to you, by doing something, by listening to music, by like going to a museum, doing something positive to try to shift the way your mind is being. Because I know it can get dark, but there's a way to turn it around quicker. You just have to take action, and that will help a lot.
Yeah, I definitely dwell, I can dwell in setbacks. It's one of the things I know about myself. Like, even going through this past month, I've had a great month, but, you know, like I'll have a piece of cake or whatever. Our focus groups are a big part of my job, which is really challenging because the back room is like filled with food. Yeah. Potato chips, M&Ms, Twizzlers, goldfish, which are a personal favorite, and then just the dinner and like cheese. And, you know, so I'll have like a bad night at focus groups, or I won't, depending on how it is. But if I do, or I have cheese, I'll be like, oh, I had 3 pieces of cheese already. I can now eat the rest of the goldfish jar. And like, so I'll spend time there, even after it's happened, so it's over, it's the next day, and I'll be like, I kind of blew it last night. It's very hard to switch the channel.
It's very hard.
It's a big challenge for me personally to switch the channel.
No day is ever ruined. No meal is ever ruined.
Yeah.
So, okay. You have a piece of cake with dinner the night before. The next morning, like, awesome, that cake was freaking good. I'm really glad I had it, and I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and have a great breakfast because I want the energy and I want to feel good again, and I want to feed myself good food, you know, in order to be productive at work, to be happy with myself and the food that I'm consuming, and to have a good workout.
Right. I said this last meeting, so sorry if I'm being repetitive, but this like stuck with me last year was that Lacey like gave this example of if you're at work and you mess up at work, like are you going to be like, oh shit, the day's gone, I'm going to keep messing up all day long? And that really stuck with me because I always think in like a work mindset, and it seriously has changed like my capacity. Like, because I used to be like, if I was hungover or something and I like ate bad in the morning, like, well, the day is gone, I'm just going to eat that all day long. And now it's like, I don't do that. I haven't done that since. And I also, like, if you don't hold yourself, if you don't feel guilty, like, if you really wanted that piece of cake, enjoy it. Don't feel guilty, because if you're going to feel guilty, it's not even worth eating it. Because then you're just, like, beating yourself up about it. And I think if you don't feel guilty and you enjoy it and you take it for what it is, you don't
Right.
even feel bad the next day. You're like, okay,
And you
I'm gonna
probably-
work out and I'm gonna be perfect today.
And you probably eat that much less of it.
Yeah.
Make your calories count. Like,
Yeah.
you know, all right, if you love goldfish, that's one thing. But if you don't love the peanut M&Ms that much that are sitting there,
Definitely.
Right,
Yeah.
why bother?
Yeah.
But in
Yeah,
terms
we
of sort of what we wanted to get out of the camp, the social aspect I think was huge. For me, it was also consistency. I'm someone that I think has a hard time putting my own goals and myself first, so I get easily derailed by work projects, having to stay late at night, things like that. So something that I've found works for me is just basically making commitments that I have to be there, and I'd love that I'd love to be someone who doesn't have to work out with a trainer, but I do, because making that commitment, I don't miss those sessions. I lie to my boss about getting out and do whatever, but that shouldn't have been on video. But
Your face
I'm
isn't on
just-
video,
I'm
you're
just
okay.
But those are sessions I made, and I knew that I needed to kick it up a notch because I wasn't getting to the gym as many times a week as I wanted. So this for me was that additional level of commitment. Okay, 2 more times a week that unless hell breaks loose on my BlackBerry in the morning, I'm there.
Right.
And for me, that mindset of committing to something in advance and going through with it is huge.
Okay. So that's helpful.
Yeah. So it creates a discipline, something that you're committed to. Some people are very disciplined about prioritizing themselves and putting themselves first and getting to the gym no matter what. Knowing that I'm not really one of those people, I have to create ways for it to happen for me, and so trainer things like this are ways that I help to incorporate that into my life.
One.
I always found that whether you're working with a trainer or not, a really good way to keep track of your workouts for the week is to get minimum 2 cardios, 2 lifts a week. They can even happen on the same day, they just might be longer workouts. But it's a good place to start with at least 2 workouts a week. It would be better if you could do 3 or 4, so kind of more of a cardio focused day than maybe a lift focused day, then another cardio, then another lift focus. But if this is something, if getting to your fitness goals is something that's important to you, it should be something that I think is important enough for you to actually schedule time for yourself in your day. How many of you do you actually put into your BlackBerry workout today?
I
Because
do.
there's
But
Good.
it doesn't always work though.
Yeah.
If you have workout today after work at 7
Yeah.
and all the, for me, I have to write pitch after pitch consistently. And I'm like, oh God, I've got to be at a pitch at 9 a.m. I don't go.
Right.
So for
But
me,
if
it's
I
I
have
either go in the
trainer,
morning
I
or I
go.
don't make it.
Right.
Or even if I go after work, it's maybe for 20 minutes to run.
Will you know, let's say that happens on a Wednesday, will you have enough kind of heads up on Sunday if you're going to have to be writing a lot of pitches on Wednesday night that you, okay.
No. Yeah.
Okay. It can,
Which is why I just have to go in the morning.
okay, exactly.
Otherwise,
Like I say,
I'm just
sometimes
not
you'll
gonna
see
make
whether working out is something that's new for you or something that you've kind of been doing for a while, what are consistent trends in this time of year? And I know maybe I am going to have to meet the friends out for one drink, maybe even if it's a water, and then so you still made the commitment to your friends, and then you're still going to make a commitment to yourself to I guess go home early and make sure that you hit the gym in the morning, because that is something that's important to you.
With my friends now, I just make them meet me at the gym. I'm like, let's just work out and we'll catch up on the elliptical. and it really, I would say the majority of my friends go to Equinox, so it works out.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I get
You
my
get to
friends
see
to
me
join the
there.
Equinox. I do. I'm literally.
I know you get some good referral bonuses too, so.
Yeah.